everybody, it's Kelly and I'm back with another Cheeky Studio process. Today I'm going to show you how I use some of the Cheeky Studio cut files. So this wreath is from the brand new release, the Wreath Trio release that Tuesday just published. And this is from the Wreath Trio #1 set. It is a floral set. It comes with 3 different wreaths in each of the sets. I'm not a professional at doing this, but I broke the 3 apart and saved this one, and then I just blew it up. If you printed all 3, they'd be much thinner, and Tuesday did a really cool layout with those wreaths. So that's what I did, is I just made it bigger so that it was almost 12 by 12, printed it on white cardstock. And the reason I did that is I had the idea that I really wanted to use these wildflower die cut packs. So the first die cut pack on the right is the wildflower set 2, the one on the left is the wildflower set 1. And what I'm doing is I'm just looking at color. So I took some yellow pieces because that matched the yellow paper. Then I went through and I looked at orange and orange, coral, and pink, and then blue. So I'm kind of adding things in 3 different spots if I can. I also did want to add in that yellow flower right near the photograph as well, because that's going to serve as kind of an anchoring point for my title. So I'm just going to keep looking at these, and I'm layering them over the top of the flowers. Now I wanted to add in some different textures, so I went back to the thread bows that we got in the Cheeky Studio August 2018 kit, and I believe that is still available, so I will link it if it is, at least at time of taping. So this is the Maggie Holmes Willow Lane thread bow, so I added those in because I liked that there was the pinks and the yellows, which I'm using. Then I went to the Wildflowers cut apart circles, and I'm punching some of those circles. So I have the LOL, I have the fun, and I also have a circle that says yay on it. And now what I'm starting to do is, now that I have my basic elements all in, I'm going to go through and I'm going to start gluing things down. Now, you're not going to see a lot of this cut file left because I'm gluing a lot of the flowers over it. It's serving as a base and an anchor point for all of those flowers. A couple of different ideas is I could have used watercolor or paint or spray on the wreath as well to add color onto that, but I decided I wanted to leave it yellow so that it would be very visible. Also, to finish this off, could have added like some bling or different things onto the flowers that you can see. So right below the pink flower on the bottom right, there's a big white flower right there. I could have added in something as well there. I just saw that there was a little coral flower from that wildflower set #2, so I just added that to the yellow flower. So let me kind of go back a little bit. The yellow paper I used is from the Paige Evans Pick Me Up collection. It's from the 12 by 12 paper pad, so I don't have the paper name. And then I did use a Cheeky Studio paper to mat that photo there. That is the Wildflowers #6 paper, and on the back of it is the beautiful wreaths, I believe, yeah, where there's a trio of 3 wreaths on it. It's just beautiful. They're beautiful. I did use that in my own scrapbook once already though, so I decided I could use that Wildflowers, and I strategically, or the coral paper, I strategically cut it so that I have an impactful paper left. Now I decided I wanted to break out a little bit from just the circle of the wreath. So I'm going back into that Wildflowers 2 set, and I'm adding in some of the leaves. But I'm having a problem here because it feels like, because I have 4 of them, like I just made my wreath square versus the circle that it is. And can you see how that's kind of transforming it? It's not looking like a circle anymore. So I'm coming back in again, and now that I pulled that one out, I've got to circle back again. So I could have done that, or maybe added, if I had added a fifth one, I think it would have been okay. I chose to not do that, but I can see where there's a couple places that I could have. Above the coral flower that with the fun circle, I could have added one there, and then I could have added one back again up somewhere near that yellow thread bow, and that would have worked as well too. But I just added 3. And I am going to add some more things in this to layer, so it's not finished yet. I won't go back and add those leaves because I've changed things up. So now I'm kind of looking to see what other things I could find, and I decided I was done with the flowers. I decided then what I wanted to do is I wanted to add some sequins in the mix to give this some sparkle and shine and another sort of dimension. So those sequins are from the Cheekfy Studio Sweet Succulents sequins. Those were in our Cheekfy Studio July 2018 kit. I don't think these are sold separately, but if they are, I will list them out. I always in the description box of the videos list any pieces that I use, just so that you know that from Cheekfy Studio. So it makes it really easy for you to go use that as a link to go right to the item that you're interested in. And by the way, don't forget that when you shop at Cheekfy Studio, use the code Kelly10 because you'll get 10% off anything on your order except for the kits, because those kits, any leftover kits, are at a really smoking deal. The last time I looked, I think they were $19.99, which is really a really smoking deal. All right, so now what I'm doing is I'm just going through and I'm adding the sequins in. And by the way, I didn't talk about this, but I did lift up those 3 circles on some foam tape. I didn't do that with any of the flowers. I just did it with the circles. I wanted those to pop off just a little bit more. This was a very delicious key lime colada at a restaurant that I went to when I was in Florida, and oh my gosh, it was so good. We had key lime margaritas and key lime coladas in different restaurants, but this was fantastic and delicious. And you didn't know you were drinking a drink with alcohol, that was for sure. Not that there wasn't that much alcohol in it in general. It wasn't that. It was just, it tasted like just key lime ice cream, which was delicious. So anyway, what I'm doing here is I'm adding the title, which is Island Gypsy Cafe. That is the cafe we were at, where this, where we ate and where I had this drink. And those are in the alpha stickers from the Maggie Holmes Willow Lane stickers. And that again was in the Cheekfy Studio August 2018 kit as well. I'm just trying to, and I love these pink letters. I love the blue version of these as well too. I've been using them quite a bit lately. All right, so now I'm just going to take my little cutter the tweezers there, and I messed up, I think, the F, which, and now that I'm looking at the F, the piece from the F fell off on my actual layout, so I'll have to go back in and grab a new F and put that in there. All right, so I'm just using these tweezers because these letters are so small. And I'm being daring because I'm not like using any sort of straight line thing. That title's a little crooked because I believe the Y in Gypsy's a little off, but you know what? I'm not going to worry about this. This is not about perfection here. It's about just documenting the memory. Just about have those done. And I'm looking at this as I'm doing this title, trying to figure out if there's anything else I want to add to this. And I did pull out these acrylic flowers from Heidi Swapp, and these are ages old, like 2007 ages old, guys. It's about time they are no longer in my stash. So what I'm doing is I'm just taking these flowers and I'm popping them in to sort of behind the wreath. So you get a little bit of shine and you get a little bit of the floral without having it be something really bright. So that's what I'm doing here. And they stick down themselves. So, all right. So I've got those added in, just trying to decide if I really like that. And I do. All right, guys, there's the still shot. I have a couple of detail shots. Hope you're all well. I'll be back with another layout again soon. And don't forget to use that code Kelly10 when you're shopping at Cheeky Studio. Bye, everybody.